And we are back once again to talk about this week's tokusatsu and to talk about how much we hate Zero specifically, I think.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay, so just so you know, we always do like a little quick audio check before we record every single time. And for the past 3 weeks it has been, dude, we have to kill Zero.
Yeah, I
like
think we
like
started with Dude, we gotta kill Zero. It's like, I guess we really, and then it's like another week.
yeah. Honestly, and also I like how they keep updating that meme because we know that because we know his sister is Minami is 17. It's like they keep updating the meme to say he fucked up this agent 17 times.
Yeah, I think that's been one of my favorite memes to come out of it. I love
Yeah.
that dumb subway meme. But
Oh my god.
also, oh man, just an incredible episode. Some news to talk about today as well, as far as other stuff coming out. But with that, we have this week's Gavan.
Hell yeah.
So,
But yeah.
on just the news front, we have kind of heard that we might already have the next Project Red thing and that the Gavan might only be 25 episodes. I don't think we have anything confirmed.
hmm
But that is just interesting to think about that we could be basically about halfway, just a little under, you know?
Yeah, it's a little weird to feel like that early. Like I honestly I don't know. I kind of hope not because like it kind of messes up the whole like the reason why like Decade was only like what 30 episodes long because they basically want to keep it so that every 6 months they premiere a new series, but I don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea. We'll see how it goes. But we have the introduction of, I think, Gavan Raya.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Gavan Raya. So yeah, once again, Gavan is like so I man, we're still watching it. I kind of still don't know what's going on. Because like it basically just feels like okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? I'm only saying this because I've been reading a lot of Shonen Jump and I'm finally reading Bakuman, but like the whole thing about like the reason why Shonen Jump keeps introducing new characters is just so that it's always fresh in people's minds. Like they just it feels like they just keep introducing new things to keep the show going. But
Yeah,
at least there is one major thing that happened this episode that made me really happy.
was it Wani Pat?
Yeah, the fact that the two of them finally realized, oh, so that's why he's so important.
Yeah. I love the dragon mech. I think it was really cool. I love that we get more of Wani Pat showing up and be like, "What are these guys doing here? We got
Yeah,
this."
yeah, it's like it was like why does the director keep hanging out with records? What is records just his pet project or something? And then we like what's going on is that we're investigating like a new potential dimension hopper, and we see who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, we have the new Dimension Hopper. He's obviously tracing Reiji. I love that we kind of get to see the other two in their dimensions. Kind of, we get to see the girls are like, okay, something definitely happened here where we were. I wonder what that is. And then we get to go see our boy Luminous, or not Luminous, Bushido. You know, take out a guy and be like, "Why are my blades clouded? I wondered what's happening." And for a second, I thought that meant they were coming after him, but it's like, oh no, they were already after Reiji.
yeah,
Invisible fight was cool. I love that this was one of the fights where we had AG basically be like, or we had her be like, we had the commander basically be like, AG, like visualize him. I can't. You didn't program me that way. Oh, remind me to update you.
yeah. There was that. We also had the really funny moment of we basically see like Raya show up to his own commander, and it's like, can't he just use the door? like
I do love the vibe of this guy just being like, I will not push open the door. I will use fucking phase through the wall technique every time.
yeah.
A good
like
bit.
yeah, it's like the show is goofy in some ways, even though it does still feel really messy. like,
Yeah,
uh,
overall, I think I've told you overall having fun with it, but
yeah,
it does feel a little scattershot. Like you said, it feels like we're introducing new characters. And I like the new characters. I like the
yeah,
characters we have, but it feels like we're kind of spinning the wheels again. I think maybe next week will help a little bit because we're kind of going to get more of the actual background. Because this
mhm,
episode was basically just like, hey, there's a ninja Gavan. He can hop through dimensions. He's chasing Reiji down, and he's here now.
yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
at least we had like some stuff like that. But I mean, like I kind of wish we got more like actual story because like we would like we were just like, oh cool, so that's why Reiji is using anger. Okay, cool, that's why this stuff. And it's like and it's like not only that, like they keep jumping back and forth with if they're focusing on Kiki and Kala, Kiki and Koto and should I remember Satsuna? Yeah, like they keep jumping back and forth. So even though like they're supposed to be like the main ones and it's like you're introducing this new guy and we've barely gotten to know Setsuna specifically, honestly. like Kiki and Kodo, we got a lot of that last week, but this week it's like, come on.
yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, it's a little frustrating. We've got this whole thing. I mean, again, hopefully we're getting a bit more story next week. I feel like that's kind of where we've been going with that. I again like these characters. I kind of like what we're doing. It just feels like we're spinning our wheels a little bit.
Yeah, but
The fight
also
though was great.
oh yeah, that fight was amazing.
That was like most of the episode was a prolonged fight. We got the untransformed fight, the transformed fight, the transform, untransformed, the retransform.
Yeah.
Uh,
So funny, so funny.
but yeah, I mean, it seems like we're gonna learn more about Purple Gavan next week, and we'll kind of see if that really propels us, I guess, to like an end game. If this really is a 25 episode show.
Yeah, I kind of hope not because like we like I said, it's like it would suck if we were just spinning our wheels this much and like like the show still ends without it really having its own identity.
Yeah, but I mean,
'Cause-
Project Red
Yeah,
is supposed to be them trying something new, so maybe they just want to do some short burst of do this, do that, do this, and then just hope it works.
yeah. Honestly, I kind of, but but I was telling you before that, Han, like it would really mess up the merch schedule. Like in a business sense, it would mess up the merch schedule because if it would like premiere around, like if a new one would premiere around the same time as a new Common Rider, like that would cannibalize each other's sales so much.
Oh, they probably would, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, because I mean,
But
like that's the reason why we had Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, like 6 months apart. But we have all this, and then we did get we did get like our after credits, which is the one thing I am liking about the
the
show. We get
fucking
after
Wani
credits.
Pat, the fucking I will become Gavan.
Yeah, Wani Pad doing that, it's the funniest thing. Like I can't believe it. It's so funny.
Yeah, I liked how they were looking at them at the beginning, being like, it's kind of nice just looking at them. They're fun.
Yeah.
Brings a little bit of joy to your heart, which they do.
Yep.
With that, July 4th, Ultraman Teo. We
Yes, the
got this
Ultraman
trailer.
who, yeah, and what we see here is that, and from we see what we see from like the little blurbs is that his planet got destroyed, but his sense of wanting to save people still stays, and that's why he's saving the people of Earth, or he defends the people of Earth. So it's actually kind of sick.
Kind of sick. New main kaiju we saw in the preview looked fantastic. He looks super huge, crazy.
Hmm.
We have a new
Yeah,
like color change mechanic for this one instead of like armor.
yeah, it's almost like a green screen change on his suit. It's kind of funny to me.
Yeah, yeah. I think it is basically like a just like a thing they're doing a mask on him.
Mhm. Yeah, and another interesting too though is that like despite it not being the first, the fact that this is a primarily blue Ultraman since like most people like associate silver and red with Ultraman,
Yeah, we
but
haven't
like yeah,
gotten a
primary blue.
primarily blue for a little bit.
Yeah.
I know there's been a
Um
couple, but they are definitely the minority.
yeah. But it looks like so like obviously I had to ask my Ultraman historian.
Sure, of
Um
course, of course.
and so pretty much what they told me was that Blue Ultras have been a thing since 1997. Ultraman
Right.
Dyna was the first to premiere, the first to feature the color. He wasn't prominently blue, but the secondary Ultra from Ultraman Gaia series, Agul, was also primarily blue. But the first Ultra to be mostly blue and was the main character of the show was Cosmos. So
Okay.
yeah,
Cool. That is some
that is what I
informative
found
stuff
out.
for everyone listening.
Yeah. Also in Ultraman news, it looks like Ultraman Zero is actually got a new transformation device.
Does he?
So yeah, like the joke was that like Mamoru Miyano stays winning. He gets new forms for Zero every other year.
Oh, because it's zero
Um,
kind of like a decade.
no, it's just Ultraman Zero, which is pretty much a movie exclusive Ultra, really.
Ah,
But
gotcha.
but yeah, we have this. But yeah, we have the Ultra Eye, this new Ultra Eye, and it actually looks kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Um, But yeah, we have that. We also did get actually wait, did we even talk about no we did. I was like saying wait, did we even talk about Kamen Rider Mice or Myth? But yeah, we did go over that last week.
A little
Oh
bit, yeah.
actually talking about Kamen Rider, it looks like the toy for the final form is out.
Yeah, for Exodream or something like that.
Yes. And it's
First of
really
all,
funny. Yeah.
the fucking alien is back.
Yeah.
Uh, Kind of crazy, honestly. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The
And
the
it's really
the
funny too because
fucking Gav
like
finale being relevant.
yeah. Oh man, I'm still laughing about how some people are like it's like some people that have not like well obviously like people that aren't ready that haven't watched Kamen Rider for like regularly like it's like wait why are we finding about this stuff out in like episode 30? Does that mean the show's gonna end early? And people are like, dude, like Final Forms have been appearing in like the 30s for a very long time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes we just get some stuff. I think in uh I think in Build around the 30s is where we get the fucking big ass castle as well. Where
Yeah.
he's like, this is the finality of the story. And I'm like, there's still like 20 episodes.
Yup.
So don't worry about that. I am
Yeah, because we
sure
still
that we still
yeah.
got stuff to go.
Yeah, and talking about Zets, yeah, big lore drop, and you were right.
Yes. The first of all, the setting up of Zero's dream, the dark Zet. I kind of like that his where the Zet's driver would be is almost like a little thing that looks kind of like the logo.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of sells him as like this is just like the commercial toy Zet and not the real one. Uh
Yeah,
I'm in love with Nem's like Zet's little like onesie.
I
That
wonder how
thing
much they're gonna sell that on P Bandai. Or
$700 probably.
I was gonna say,
Uh
wait, is it already up on P Bandai?
no,
I almost need
no.
to check.
I
Okay.
just I just said a number that seemed too high. And knowing how P Bandai bid, that might be accurate. Because I would have not said $400 for the Zeeg pajamas. But that's how much they think it's worth. You know, I wouldn't have said what is it, $160 for the little leather bits from Baku's his harness.
Yeah,
So I'm just gonna let that go.
yeah, we will
Before
see. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So one of the other big things here, obviously, is we have Dark Zets, we have the whole setup, and it's like, whose dream is this? And then we get, Zero's dream. We get the going back out into the. I love that we get kind of both the real world Minami and them talking. First of all, sorry, I didn't even talk about it. The setup of like meeting Zero at his not real father's grave.
yeah,
I'm here to say goodbye.
mm-hmm.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's like, yeah, you're gonna get killed because yeah, you're talking about agency secrets from your premonition. Oh, and the people close to you too.
yep.
Like, what
And
the
it's
hell,
like,
man?
yeah, I mean, it was coming. And this is the thing where this happened. I was talking to my friend. I'm like, okay, this is the thing that keeps making me think that Zero's related to Baku in some way. Because why would he tell him that? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? There's no point in there's no point in telling him this if he doesn't want him to be ready. Because now, obviously, he didn't let anyone go to sleep. He showed up with the non-branded Monster Energy.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh man, and there's so much of it too. It's like you guys cannot sleep. You guys are gonna die, and it's like here, take
yeah,
this.
I fucking adore and I fucking adore we get to see Fujimi just fucking working out to like avoid falling asleep,
Yeah,
doing fucking
there's a lot of good
pull-ups.
moments this
A
episode.
lot of
Yeah,
good bits. Obviously, we get a fantastic fight with Dark Zets because we're getting to see it like counter himself, and we have some really, really fucking intense cinematography. I really
mm-hmm.
love the like turning back, looking in the mirror, and now he's coming at you from the mirror, so you got to fight the mirror, and then so this whole fight where everything is just nonsensical. Uh,
Yeah,
but obviously, it's a dream fight. These two are both using the dream, and then obviously the turning into fucking the upgrade form catastrophe and just obliterating like the dream and ending up in the warehouse.
yeah, and not only that, and somehow, despite this fight going on, yeah, Nem gets sent to Jig's prison.
Yeah, right, right. So she runs because he tells her to, because obviously they're after people that he knows, and she's the only one that he can't tell to go to sleep. We get her
Hmm.
run, and Zeke interferes basically by making a door for her. Uh,
Yep.
okay, so this is the thing. Obviously, Zeke is telling her that she's responsible for all the nightmares. We know that can't be true, because we
Hmm.
know that Code existed before her, and Code was dealing with nightmares before her. Because obviously the lady knew what nightmares were when she was created, and obviously we just assume that Code has been doing dream and nightmare stuff the whole time, kind of.
Yeah, and she's a product of the nightmares too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
obviously she's not responsible for, especially the ones that Zeke has, but she's not responsible for all of them. She's mainly just responsible for the ones that the lady has been using in like the recent stuff.
Mm.
So that's not entirely her sin to bear, but that entire sequence was tense. Oh my god.
Yeah, fucking Jeeg. Jeeg
And
is
then
so fucking good at being
I
a
know. I
slime
love
ball.
him as a bad guy. He's crazy. And then the fucking lady talking to Knox, being like, "All right, I'm gonna have you rescue her," and he's like, "Whatever. You know, do your job, agent. You're still an agent
Yeah.
through and through." Like the whole bit, and he, him being like, "If you want to save her that bad, why don't you go in there?" And it's like, obviously, we don't know why she isn't doing this. She originally said it's to, be out of Code's radar, but it could be any other reasons. So I'm just kind of
Hmm.
sitting there like, okay, we're probably gonna find out something about the lady, especially with how this week's episode ended. Uh,
Yeah. And also like the fact that you were talking about Nox and having to save Nem led to a picture that you kept memeing.
oh my god.
Yeah, so pretty much we basically see Jig obviously all smiles and Nox all serious, pointing his Nox caliber at him.
Yep. Really funny, good image. I think the TV Asashi Instagram account or whatever posted it, so I really liked it. Um,
Yeah.
Also, man, I felt so bad. The scene with Nem running through like her own subconscious like flower garden that it seems the lady has like somehow made in real life the same way that the agency made fucking Baku's command center in real life as well.
Mm.
Uh her showing up to the window and just having like the fucking dirt and stuff in her hands and being like, "Why was I born?"
Yeah, man. I felt so bad for Nem because
And we just
like it's
leave it
it's
at that too.
yeah, like the crazy thing too is that they keep like so one of the great things about this show is that we know Nem's deal. They keep revealing us stuff about Nem, but they keep giving us more questions. And it's like, yo, give the girl a break, man.
No, legitimately give her a break. But now that we're kind of caught up on the other stuff, the guy who's not getting a break, we get the rest of the Baku dream. Obviously, we see the dream where we get to see him as a kid, his fake dad and Zero watching him get on the Zero rider, kind of just get to ride around, being like, "Oh, I want to ride it." It's like, "Oh, maybe when you're older," kind of thing. You got to become a strong agent so that you could ride this. And then it's like, "Okay, cool. Don't know what that means, but cool." Obviously we get the fucking realization in real life that like all of Baku's misfortunes when helping people have been black cases slash nightmares, and it's like if they weren't Baku's dreams, that means they must have been someone else's dreams. And so it's the
Yeah,
kind of like, oh, these have been Zero's dreams the whole time. Every time Baku does something good, Zero basically almost kills him.
yeah,
And so we get to see that reflected in the fight. He fights the shark, he gets rid of the meteor, he gets obviously deals with the lightning strike. Like that doesn't even phase him because that's a fucking nightmare we've already dealt with. Uh, to get to that final revelation of why would you treat your own son like this?
yeah. It's so messed up.
And everything kind of slots together. Why he cares so much about Baku, why he's getting all this special treatment. We've C3 even in this episode talking to like someone else, like, we gotta take him out. All right, do what you need to. Zero's obviously doing his own thing here, almost like he's warning him again. Partially, again, I'm seeing if it's this is like what little bit of a care for his own son. Uh which also makes it kind of heartbreaking for him because you realize that in this like timeline basically because of this premonition, he basically sees his son for the first time and his son's immediately like, don't fucking touch me.
Yeah,
You killed me. No, yeah, Zero sucks.
yeah.
But he sucks in a really interesting way.
yeah, it's very
because
interesting. And then we actually do see the continuation of our favorite meme from last week, where it's like when you meet your oomph in public. Yeah, except it's not laughs, but he actually he just gets thrown through the darkness and then ends up in the agency.
so I mean, damn, we got a lot to deal with next week.
So much to deal with.
But I mean,
And
this has been Zets. We've been setting up this whole time. It's set up into an incredible grip of a show right now.
yeah, and oh man, like and yeah, and it's also kind of insane too, like the fact that like yeah, we have Baku and we have Baku and them, who pretty much are like children of what were essentially our villains too. So there's
Yep.
like this like layer which is insane, and man,
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that yeah, the children's of 1 and 2 and kind of what's going on. And we do get to see that, the lady does care about them. She is like, "You are my kid. Don't worry about that."
yeah, like and that's the reason why she goes so far, and it's like it's
Yep,
just messed up.
everything's messed up. Kids are getting fucked up all the way around, and
Yeah.
we're dealing with the fallout of that now.
Hmm.
With
Oh
that,
man.
I think that's kind of all we got to talk about this week.
Yeah.
A little bit on the shorter run due to Gavan. I mean, in a couple of months, we'll have Ultraman to talk about again. Hopefully, we're gonna get that new Sword and Shield production episodes of Avalon soon.
Hmm.
Uh, but otherwise, I think that's it, right? Unless we got any more news.
No, as far as I know, I don't think there's any more Toku news in general.
Not anything we've heard of. If
Mhm.
you have some Tokyo news you want us to discuss, you are always welcome to email us at halfhourhenshin dot at gmail.com. Thank you as always, guys, for listening, and we will just leave you till next week when we'll come back to talk about more tokusatsu stuff.
Yeah. Later.
Later.
This program is brought to you by.
Our unending love of Tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
You can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at Half Hour Henshin.